What's up? This is Ryan with One Board Family, and today I'm bringing you a review for an expansion for Rebel Princess. It's a trick-taking game from Bezier Games. This is the deluxe edition that I purchased for my wife back at Christmas. This has become easily one of our favorite trick-taking games. It's easy to understand, it's quick to teach, and it even gets our teenage kids involved. The artwork is super fun. All the players at the table are playing a different princess that has a unique ability that you can trigger during a round. And each of the 5 rounds is dynamic. It's different each time because you've got a different rule set or a different scoring methodology that rolls out for that round. Players are trying not to win tricks where the prince is proposing to the princess. It is a really cool game. It's a great concept for a trick-taking game. And now there's an expansion called Rebel Princess Happily Never After. Bezier Games has put out this expansion that includes 2 brand new princesses that are not in their original edition and 6 new round cards that you're going to be able to throw into the mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the table and explain each of the cards in this game and kind of show you a little about why this game works so well for us, and come back at the end of this video to tell you whether or not this is a must-own expansion for Rebel Princess. Rebel Princess Happily Never After, of course, has to open up like a storybook. The presentation here is really cool. What you have in this package is essentially 2 new character cards. These are player abilities that players are going to be able to use during the course of the round. You've got a rule book right here that's going to explain each of the new cards in the game. Full color rule book, of course, printed very nicely. It's got a linen finish to it. Really nice. So it's got plenty of explanation so that players will be able to understand the new cards in detail. You've got a brand new player score sheet, this right here, full color with a new design at the bottom of the score sheet. And then you've got 6 new round cards. So let's get into each one of these one by one. So let's look at Red Riding Hood. The text here says, unmask. On your turn, ask for a specific card, and if a player has it, trade it for another card of the same suit. I really like this because what this allows the player to do is they're allowed to ask for maybe something that something in a lower value so that they're not going to win a trick. Maybe you have a high green card, maybe a 9 or a 10, and you're worried about capturing that frog, the frog that's going to give you so many proposals. This card allows you to ask for a lower green card, trading away that high green card, getting it out of your hand. It's a really nice ability to have and something that I've used before. Temporarily hidden, this is Swan Maiden, Swan Princess. This one says, temporarily hidden, on your turn, choose to play last on any trick. I feel like this is not as powerful an ability. This one's pretty good. It allows you to kind of control that round. If you're playing first, this might be a good way to get out of that front position, get into that hammer position of the play, and allow yourself to make sure that you're not going to accidentally win a trick. So that's the Swan Maiden right there. I love how it's got 2 little holders. Of course, they're going to go in the base box anyway, but the presentation is really cool. So let's get into the cards for the 6 new rounds. As you can see, these are tarot-sized cards. They're nicely illustrated, and I think everybody kind of has their own favorite card or 2 in this set. Get them all out of here. All right, so let's go through here. You've got one end of round card, this one with the black back. This is going to be the end of the game. These others can be shuffled in and put into the round. So let's go through these and save the end round one for last. The same old story. This one's saying that you're going to pass 1 card to your left-hand side. It says each prince is worth -1 proposal you want to win them. So this changes the fact that you want to actually win proposals in this round, making sure that you can get some negative points on your score. That's a nice one if you're really struggling with too many proposals during the game. This one is called Secret Bid. This is pretty standard for trick taking. This one, you pass 2 cards to your left-hand side. Place a card face down. If you win as many tricks as the number that is on that card, receive -1 proposal per trick. Okay, that's really good because, again, another way to mitigate having a high number of proposals during the course of the game. This is similar to other trick-taking games where you're making a bid on how many you're going to win. This is a really nice way to mitigate some of those proposals that you've gotten. Some Enchanted Evening. This one you're passing 2 cards to the right-hand side. Each player discards a card lower than 8. Then all discarded cards are added together. When a player plays a card that exceeds that sum, they win the current trick. So that's really, this one's a really interesting twist, because when you exceed that sum, you're going to win the current trick. You're almost trying to play as low as possible. I don't know. This is a nice little twist, but it definitely disrupts your normal trick-taking rhythm. So this one showing up in the middle of a game might be a nice little break to your standard trick-taking formula. It's too drafty in here. I love this one. You're not passing any cards this time, but keep 2 cards face down and pass the rest of the cards to the left. Repeat until you have passed all your cards. You may view, but not pass any face down cards. So this is really cool. You're going to be drafting cards from the hands of the players that are coming around. This is a nice way to build a nice hand and hopefully not get stuck with any really high proposals and get stuck with something that you can't get rid of without taking on points. Surprise Wedding. This one you pass 1 to your right hand side. The player who leads announces the suit of their card but plays it face down. This one's nice. It's fine. I don't know that I love this card. You're surprising people with you're saying the name of the suit, but you're surprising people with the number that you play. I think it's fine. It's nothing crazy, but it is a nice little mix in. This last one is called Bequeathed. This one is going to be passing 3 cards to your left-hand side. This one is an end of game card. This is something that you're going to shuffle in for the end of the game. This one says, whoever takes the last trick of the round gives all of their tricks to the player on their left. This can be a huge upset for somebody that was in the lead. This is a real disruptive card. This one is, if a player plays it right, if a player holds back and knows that they can win the last trick of the round, maybe they intentionally take tricks during the course of the game, taking on proposals and things like that, and then ending up winning that last trick, passing everything to the left and disrupting somebody who may have been in first or second place. This is a huge disruptor, and this is a really interesting... I think this one is one of the meaner cards in Rebel Princess, but it is a nice little twist that you can throw into the game. So again, all of these things come in this package, Happily Never After, this new expansion from Bezier Games for Rebel Princess. So let's get some final thoughts. So there you have it. Happily Never After is more content for a game that we absolutely love. So the big question here is this a must-own expansion? For me, I love modular expansions. That's one of my favorite things, when an expansion comes out and something that we can add to or not add to the game to make it just slightly different. Those are the expansions that get the most play in our house. This expansion doesn't introduce anything drastically new, but it mixes up the formula just a little. The 2 new princesses are really solid. If you want more player abilities, that is definitely one of the reasons to get this. But I actually enjoy the different rounds a lot more than the princesses that are in this expansion. Now, that comes down to whether or not this is a must-own if you like Rebel Princess. I would say if you play Rebel Princess every once in a while, if it's a trick-taking game that you own and kind of enjoy, I don't know if this expansion is necessary. It's not going to make you like the game more or less. In fact, if this game is one of your favorite trick-taking games, then I would absolutely suggest Happily Never After as an addition to your game. I really love the presentation with this book and the way that it's styled. If you play a ton of Rebel Princess, you're going to need the extra score pad in here. The whole presentation, everything about it is really solid. And I would say that if you are a big fan of the original game, if you have the deluxe edition, you should definitely check this one out. If you were not that hot on Rebel Princess, this expansion is not going to make you enjoy the game anymore. In fact, if it doesn't hit the table very often, you probably have enough content in this box alone to keep you happy as you play this trick-taking game. Rebel Princess is one of our favorites, and Happily Never After is a wonderful add-on to a game that we already love so much. So if you like that, head over to Bezier Games. We've got links to the expansion that you can pick up if you're at a convention through the rest of this year. I know Gen Con's coming up, PAX U at the end of the year. They're going to have these for sale at the Bezier Games booth. Be sure to pick up a copy for yourself. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you like reviews like this, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Until next time, we'll see you at the table.